Here we go. This slide, remember this one? Now we're at the right time. Okay, so I wanted to present on what I think is a kind of a charming little library that some colleagues of mine wrote. So CQL2 RS. This is written by David Bittner and Pete Godomsky at Development Seed. There's a QR code if you want to go to this documentation page. But it's nice. It's just like a simple little library. What is CQL2? It's a way to express filter grammar for filtering JSON data effectively. And why do we like it? Because we use it with a stack filter extension. So if you want to filter data in a stack API, CQL2 is the way you describe those filters. So what does this module do? Honestly, not a lot. It validates CQL2. So like up at the top, we can see some data that's like a valid filter, and then down below, invalid, and you get false, right? It converts. So CQL2 can be represented in kind of two formats, either in a text format or a JSON format. So up above, we have this text representation, and then below, we get this JSON representation, and it works vice versa, right? You can go from JSON to text. Converts to SQL. So here's this T intersects operation. And yeah, it converts it to an SQL operation that you can throw in your Postgres database. It matches data. This one pretty slick, I think. So you could have like a filter, like, I don't know, cloud cover has to be less than or equal to 9. And then you can pass in a JSON object, and it'll tell you if that JSON object matches the filter. And so, in this case, it doesn't. In this case, less than or equals 20. This cloud cover is 10. It does pass. Cool. And then reduces complexity. There's like duplicative logic in here. You reduce it. But that's, I think, like the less interesting part of it. I think what's really interesting about this is this pattern of writing a module in Rust and then reusing it throughout the ecosystem. So we do that. We surface this as a Python module with PyO3. So the way you do that is you write this. This is written in Rust, but you kind of have this struct that's similar to like a class. And then you add these methods to it to expose the underlying Rust methods in your Python environment. And then finally, you can add these like kind of Pythonic like double underscore methods. So now we have this ability to like add expressions in Python and string representation. And then finally, we expose it as a Python module. We can slap on some stuff like a double underscore version. And so now we're writing logic once, but we're exposing it to multiple languages. We also do it for JavaScript, right? Like these slides, like this is actual JavaScript running, right? So I can like type things in here. I guess I'll break it, and like now it doesn't, run. And so I'm running like CQL2 in my browser because we've compiled this to WASM. And so if you go to the docs, there's a nice little playground here that you can load in operations and look at it and whatever, experiment with it. But I think that's just the nice pattern of it. That like you can write it once and reuse it throughout the ecosystem. And yeah, thank you.